So before the horrible news today, I was going to go live about Harry and Meghan trying to visit the Queen that was alive at that point in hospice at home. And as I said in that other video, right now I'm just kind of seeing everything go down. While I'm even on the computer, I felt led to do this video because later on, you all, I definitely will not, I will not want to, once the day, goes on and, night falls, I'm not going to want to make any videos for the rest of the day unless something major comes out, like, Charles deciding to give it to William or something. If something just crazy comes out and I'm near my computer or near my phone, then, obviously I'll be on here talking about it. But, earlier my intuition told me not to do that part two and speak about Harry and Meghan making their way to London or Scotland on the heels of the news. And, for those who actually cared about the Queen and actually respect the Queen, it's a different story. I think that especially, those across the world who maybe are not really fans of the Queen, like I said, I think that I feel so deeply that, Harry and Meghan's impact from the Oprah interview really changed a lot of people's thoughts about the Queen, thoughts about the family. And, you know, I will never forget that. I will never, ever, 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 ever forget the fact that Meghan and Harry put the Queen and her once alive husband at the stake. The allegations, the absolute allegations that those two put on the family, not just the Queen as the head of the family, the head of the Commonwealth, the very top. Harry and Meghan made a lot of accusations. And like I said earlier, if this goes the way that it's looking, or goes terribly wrong here, it's going to be big. It's going to be massive. And social media is in flames. And of course, people are making jokes, and it's crazy, it's crazy that people don't seem to have any reverence or understanding that, people, it's like having a president in America. For those who are in America, like myself, or you weren't raised in Europe or whatever, it's like having your favorite president pass away. Let's say, for example, if Obama, passed away, the country would be in mourning. So that's kind of how it is on a bigger scale with, like, the Queen. She's been around for almost a century. And I know it's people that are, like, around my age or the younger people that are making jokes, but, like, have some decorum. I know some people are making jokes about this and all that, but it's not really funny. If you really step back and think about the condition of the world we're living in, and how, not just economically, but politically and socially and environmentally, we are in danger right now, you wouldn't make jokes about this. We need every leader we can get, whether you think they're a part of some coup or some crazy conspiracy. I don't really care. We're not talking about conspiracies in this video. We're not talking about politics in this video. What we're talking about is a symbol for a whole commonwealth, a whole country that is gone. And that's a big deal. And sadly, I can't help but feel that all these jokes that I'm seeing are about Meghan Markle. You know, how Meghan is going to be visiting the queen in her casket and laughing at her, and there's really no words I could say politely on camera on YouTube without getting in trouble. You know, there's what I really want to say I cannot say, and I'm not gonna say, because I want to respect this day as a day for those who lived under her ruling and were born in that country, such as myself, and you have actual connections to that country. You wouldn't understand. I don't expect people to understand, but what I think is so disrespectful is just the things I'm seeing. And a lot of it is geared from Meghan Markle, again, and making jokes about it, you know, making jokes about her at the funeral. And words cannot really describe you all how disgusted I am. I'm so disgusted. I'm so angry. I do not want Harry and Meghan to ever, and when I say ever, I mean ever, I do not want Harry and Meghan to ever fix their mouth, to ever try to represent the United Kingdom or the Queen, or even now the new King, King Charles, ever again. Ever, 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 ever again. I don't want to see them at the funeral. I don't want to see them even near where she used to rest her head to sleep at night. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them. You know, they can go back to America and trash the family for a couple pennies and a couple dollars. You know, that's what they do best. You know, this is what Harry and Meghan do best, is trash people for money. Sorry. And I could really go in, you know, those two heathens. I could really go in on them. I really could, you all. But because right now I'm still in a state of shock and I'm trying to piece together, you know, what's next, and the country is hurting, you know, and not just England, but people around the world are hurting right now. I know a lot of people are making jokes on social media, especially Twitter. You know, I'm on Twitter right now, and it's hard. It's hard to see, you all. It really is, because there's no reverence for the greats. There's no reverence for people that left their mark on this world and actually made a difference. You know, even Diana, for people who claim to have respect, they're even making jokes about Diana. The same people who are making fun of the Queen are making fun of Diana. And they're going to turn right back around and say, oh, the Princess of Hearts, Diana, you know, in the same breath, and then trash her. So these people don't, these people that are trolling, and these people that are making these jokes and comments, they're not really good people. And a lot of them are, and I'm sorry, a lot of them are Meghan Markle fans. A lot of these people making jokes about this devastating loss are Meghan Markle fans. And that tells me all I need to know. They have no respect for Great Britain. They have no respect for my country. They have no respect for anybody that is not a part of their clique and their coup to overtake the royal family. I told you all in a reading about a couple months back about their plan. I told you that there was a serpent-like spirit that I was shown in a dream about Meghan and Harry. And you know, I've warned people, I've warned people enough. And I can't help but think the worst, you all. I can't help but think that they're laughing somewhere, And if that's funny to you, and you don't like the Queen, and you don't like William and Catherine, and you have this personal bias against them, okay, whatever. Knock yourself out. But what I'm saying right now is the truth, y'all. I'm telling y'all the truth. They're laughing at this news. They are. They're laughing because they know now that they can go trash everybody in that family. And God forbid, seriously, God forbid, Harry and Meghan get to go to that funeral. They are going to make a mockery of the Queen. That I can assure you. Meghan can dress up in her fancy pearls and her nice coats all she wants, but we know where her intentions lie. We know what she's done, and we know what she's continued to do, from not just Prince Philip and putting him in distress, but now the Queen. In my eyes, I feel that they're partially to blame for a lot of things because they've caused an obscene amount of stress to the family through their behavior. And I know that a lot of people that are anti-monarch and pro Meghan and Harry are gonna see that this video. They would rip what I'm saying to shreds, but the truth hurts, you all. They and I'll take even a step further and step back at the same time. Meghan is the one who put her father in distress as well. And her father is not a saint. Her father they've had a personal rocky relationship, but we've seen how this goes, you all. We've seen the pattern now. We've seen the pattern of right after a huge bombshell story with Harry and Meghan, somebody in the family drops dead. It's a pattern. If you're honest, if you're a Meghan or Harry fan, if you're honest, you'll go back in time and you'll look at the dates. You'll look at the chronological dates between them dropping bombshell information and somebody in either their personal family or the royal family dropping dead. It is uncanny if you look at it. It is sickening if you look at it. And I bet that the queen never had that amount of stress in her life. Even when she took over after her father's untimely death. Good looking family. I've actually seen a couple pictures of when she first took over, and I'm like, wow, how amazing. How amazing. And it's sad, it's sad that people are making jokes, and it's sad that people really think that Meghan is even worthy of being in this equation. I can't understand that. I really can't. It's disturbing. It's weird. It's evil. It's uncalled for. A lot of civilized people have said you don't have to like a certain country. You don't have to like a certain royal family. You don't have to, but there's something called respect. And a lot of people don't seem to have that. And God forbid their parents died or they died or their favorite president or politician died. I would love to see how they react. I would, because you don't celebrate anybody passing away in that fashion. I don't care who it is. Even if it was Trump. Let's say, God forbid, it was Trump. Somebody may not agree with Trump, but I'm not going to celebrate if he died. I'm not going to, I'm just not. So it's disturbing. And what's more disturbing is it's a lot of Meghan Markle fans making these comments, man. When if you think about it, she was never a part of the family. She married into the family. She wasn't born into the family like William was. She didn't grow up in England. She grew up in Canada and America. She lived a lot of her life in Canada, lived a lot of her life in America. So she wouldn't understand, you see, she wouldn't get it. And that's why I can't understand why Harry would do what he did. Because in that kind of leadership role, in that high position, would you not want somebody who can mourn with you, who could talk with you? But I guess that Harry is so bitter that he had to pick somebody as bitter as him. Because they're bitter. They're very bitter. And from what I saw, it seems that maybe he did not make it in time. I've seen a lot of conflicting reports, you all, but it seems like to me maybe Harry did not make it in time to see when she passed. And if that's the case, I'm very happy about it. I gotta be honest, I'm very happy because he brought a lot of pain to the family. And I know a lot of Meghan and Harry fans not gonna like what I'm saying, but it's my opinion. You can't hurt me for it. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. I'm sharing my opinion and what I feel, honestly, and I'm being honest with you all. They've caused the Queen a lot of pain. When they stepped down as senior royals and they left William and Catherine for dead, they caused a lot of issues, you all. Be real. They caused a lot of heartache in that family. A lot. So I hope that regardless of all the conflicting stories that I've seen about Catherine going to Balmoral, then she's not going, Meghan going to London or Meghan going to Scotland. There's been, it seems like, obviously when we got the news about the Queen, the Queen's doctors having a lot of concerns, I think it's a little natural. So I'll give the media a pass on that. I think it's a little natural for people to have conflicting stories when people are running around trying to figure out what the heck's going on. I'll give the media a pass on that. But what I'm not going to give the media a pass on is that we're not going to say that Harry was at the bed when he wasn't. Was he there or was he not there? I'm going to look it up right now with you all live. And yeah, I hope he wasn't there. I can proudly say that. I really hope that he was not there because he's caused a lot of pain. And I don't think he deserves to be there. I don't. And that's just my opinion. From when I was watching Sky News, I remember that Sky News said that Prince Harry was on his way. That's the last place it left off, was me hearing Sky News say he was on his way. It never said Meghan was there. It never said Catherine was there, but it definitely said that Harry was on his way there. He was expected to be there when she was having health issues. And what I'm saying is that I hope he was not there. I hope that he did not make it in time. And I have no shame in saying that. I really don't. For all the Meghan and Harry fans who want to come in and pop in and laugh and giggle and sniggle, I hope it ain't your parents next. I hope it ain't you next, because life has a funny way of coming back around. So I would hold those laughs if I were y'all who are making jokes about this right now, because this is not funny. And this is taking me all the way back to the Oprah interview when I came on here very passionately. I think that video had over like 30,000 views or 14,000 views. Thank you all for the support. Thank you. Y'all were flooding my comments. That's why I've been having to turn off my comments, because it'd be too much. It'd be too much. And I told y'all, this is the problem I have with what Harry and Meghan did all along. They're not thinking about national security. They're not thinking about the citizens of Great Britain. They're not thinking about nobody but themselves. That was my problem with them to begin with. And here I see it again. It's all about Harry and Meghan. It's all about how much money they're going to get. It's all about them. And that's why I'm sick of them. And what makes me so sad right now, y'all, honestly, hear me out. Hear me out. What makes me, I can't even say sick to my stomach, but just so, is that we're stuck with these heathens. We're stuck with them. And was there not talk about them not having their titles? Was there not? I remember there was some buzz when they were first gonna, when Harry went on the James Corden show. Wasn't there some buzz about them not having their titles anymore? So everything is up in the air, you all. Everything is up in the air. And I don't care what anybody says. I know that Harry and Meghan are seething over that money, and they're seething over the idea to make a $150 out of all of this. I'm sorry, but I gotta tell you all what I feel. I gotta tell you all really how I'm feeling right now. And I'll get to more and more later. I'm sure. I think that they're saying that Prince, I can't call him Prince anymore. God damn. They're saying that what is it, King Charles is gonna have a speech tonight, either today or tomorrow, something like that. I mean, he has to. He's now in that big dog seat, where Queen Elizabeth sat for over 70 years. Think about that. For all people making fun of this situation right here, over 70 years. That is historic. I can't understand why anybody would belittle that, but anyway, they are saying that Now I can't even say it. King Charles is going to do a speech. He has to, because just like how Queen Elizabeth took over for her father, you're primed and ready for position. Just like if King Charles passed away, Prince William would be primed and ready for position. They got people to replace the queen. So for people who keep talking about the monarch being over, I don't this just shows how uneducated they are. They called even Harry, they called Harry a spare for a reason. Y'all not getting it. Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. They called Harry a spare for a reason. They don't want their dynasty to end. Who said that? I know some will dream about it because, they have their own personal views and beliefs, and that's fine with me. I have no problem with that. But who said that they're gonna go anywhere? They have buckets and buckets of money. In fact, I was talking to my father, he actually reminded me that, the queen must have had a will, a big fat will, and that they may be getting even more money. Think about it, y'all. Think about this right now. Think about what I'm saying. So they're not going anywhere. I don't expect them to go anywhere unless the entire United Kingdom, the entire British population overthrows them physically. That's the only way that Buckingham Palace and Clarence House and all those major historic buildings and residences are going to ever go away. They're never going to go away, ever. It could go away through natural weather cause, or some catastrophe. There has been historically some buildings that have been on fire before. I'm sure people that have, did history classes like myself and things like that nature, you guys know the deal. There was a time where there was certain historic buildings that royals live in that did go up in flames, but it was salvaged. It was saved. Hope I said that right. Let me make sure I said that right. 1 second, y'all. Is that how you say it? Anyway, it was saved. And they just, you know, quenched the flames. So even in that case, they could still restore the building. Think about it. For those who are like really anti-monarch, or like really anti-royal family, royal families in general, because it's not just, England that has a royal family, like I said. Major countries normally have great dynasty families and royals in general. So I'm not understanding why all the hate is geared towards just the British royals, when there's other royals around the world that also have the privilege they have. I'm just trying to give y'all some tea here, some real hot tea. So let's say hypothetically somebody set Buckingham Palace to flames. It don't matter. They have staff at the ready. They have people watching everywhere. I don't see that happening. I gotta be real with you all. I don't see that happening. So they trashed the family. That's what they did. And so I don't understand why they should even be at the funeral. They have no respect for the queen. They used her as a cash cow and as a status symbol to get on prime television and to get deals and all types of book deals and all types of things, guys. And even to this day, with that, I know I didn't do a separate video on it because it wasn't worth shit to talk about in a big fashion. I try to limit how much I speak on this couple because I'm so disgusted with them. And if you guys look at it, they're still using the titles, especially Meghan. She's still using her title. And this is a family that is so racist and so this and so that, but she's still using those titles, you all. So it's a joke. It's a joke. I think people should be at her funeral who respected her, who served the causes that she served as the queen, as a ruler, really, as a leader, as a symbol for a nation. People should be there to pay their respect and should be captured by paparazzi who deserve to be there. Meghan and Harry do not deserve that in any capacity, in my opinion. But I'm sure they'll find a way. I'm sure they will find a way, because the American media and other media mega houses are going to want to see them, fake a couple tears, sniffle a little bit, you know, huff their shoulders. I'm sure they're going to want some kind of attention. I'm almost certain of it. I'm almost certain of it. Certain of it. So it's sad all around. And for many reasons, it's the end of an era. Oh, look at this, you all. Trending on Twitter. Harry is a traitor. Brilliant. May have to put that hashtag in the video. Yeah, Harry is a traitor, and that's why I'm saying, and I'm saying from the depths and the most purest part of my heart, I don't want them there. I don't want them to ever come in the name of Queen Elizabeth II. I don't want them ever to do any speech and talk about the Queen again, ever. I don't want to hear it. Because when she was alive, you disrespected her. When she was alive, you took advantage of her kindness. You did, Harry. You took advantage of her. You did. You let Meghan rummage and ramble through fine jewels that your mother wore and other royals have wore in the past, and she tried to take them. I bet that the little Meghan Markle fans didn't know that. She tried to take crowns and jewels, expensive jewelry, and put in her little pocket. This is who Harry married. Harry married a traitor, and Harry is a traitor. Absolutely. Absolutely. No doubt about it in my mind. No doubt about it. And I think that they should hang their head in shame. They should not go to the funeral. If they want to see her corpse in a casket, be my guest. Okay? But don't ever fix your lips about the nation's queen that we've all just lost. Don't ever do it, because we'll check you, Harry. We will check you. And we'll continue to check you. So I don't know how they could ever show their face after what they've done. I can't even believe that they have the balls to even go to Balmoral. At least even Harry, because they claim that Meghan was on a part of that deal. If she wanted to, I'm sure she would have. But she's irrelevant. So that's why I'm saying I think that, their presence is not needed. Their presence is not needed. William alone can do the job. And I'm going to say this confidently in this camera right now to every single one of you watching, whether you're a fan or not of any of these roles, any of these ex-royals, celebrity royals, whatever. William can do the job. Prince William, Diana's son, can do the job. I'm confident in it. I'm confident. And William can carry the load for all of them from this point forward. But if you want to get technical with it, the Commonwealth, the royal duties, the obligations that the Queen carried, I have no doubt Prince William can do. No doubt in my mind. And that's why I prefer him to be the king. But, royal protocol is saying that he can't. He's not. Charles has not said nothing about tossing over the baton, so there's nothing we could do. We have to now wait for King Charles to pass away to get William, which is unfortunate, because William is such a good age. William is still so young. William is still so young, and so is Catherine. And I would love for them to be able to use their youth and their energy while they can, in a big way. But sadly, Charles is in front of them. So until that day comes, we're just stuck with, I guess, King Charles. That's what I guess is the word on the street. So yeah, I have lost a lot of respect for Harry, a lot, and it's despicable. I can't even believe that he would even want to fix his face to be there. After all the stress that he's put on everybody, including his brother William and his wife Catherine. All the allegations about Meghan making Catherine cry, you don't think that affected the Queen, y'all? You don't think that these stories did not affect the queen? You really believe that? For those who don't care for the queen, just think about it for a second. You don't think that all these crazy, salacious stories about Meghan and Catherine having beef and feuding would not get to the queen? Be real. Be real. It would get to me if I was a grandmother to a grandson that has a wife that is out of control. It would affect me. It sure would. And thinking about how their kids are going to now carry this legacy, carry this family forward, and they're having conflict at every turn. Would that not affect you? That would affect me. So they're to blame. They are partially to blame, absolutely. In my head, in my mind, in my heart. Because they never cared about the queen. See, they didn't care if she was getting up in age. They didn't care. They didn't care at all. All they wanted was the money. So I think that's what I want to say on this topic. I will be skipping every part of that funeral procession and that grand day. If Harry and Meghan are there, I will be fast forwarding past all of them. I don't want to see their face again. I don't. And be better if they just go back to America and keep taking selfies and keep wanting attention and everything else, because that's all they're good for. You know, I think they were in Germany. I mean, come on. Just look at Meghan with the camera. She can't even help herself. Can you imagine her at the Queen's funeral? How much attention she would want? The kind of hat she would wear? The way she would walk in? I don't want her there. And I don't even know if Harry and her are going to last. So why should she be there? Why should she be there? She's married into this family recently and has caused the most trouble. So why in the hell should she be at that funeral? This is genuinely how I feel. She has pissed off everybody in that family. So why should they be there? You know, Harry was always a little teggereg, you know, rough. And, you know, he's continuing the same charade now. You know, I want the Queen's funeral to be classy and peaceful and beautiful. I don't want it to be this poppy show between Harry, Meghan, and William and Catherine. I'm not up for it, guys. Because the Queen deserves better than that, really. And I think that they should just step out. They already stepped down from being senior royals. Now it's time for Harry and Meghan to step out, and step out quickly, because they're not helping. They're not helping at all. So thank you all for watching. This is just genuinely how I feel. No, this is not made up for the camera or social media. This is genuinely how I feel. I really think that they should not show their face ever again. And when they talk at an event or they talk somewhere to the media, don't bring up the Queen's name, because you didn't respect her when she was alive. So I know that you damn well don't respect her when she's dead. And that's really how I feel about it. So thank you.